Let's put this show on the road. Can everyone hear me? Great. On YouTube side, there's always a delay, so I can't always make sure. Anyways, let's start this up then. Greetings everyone, my name is Itankille, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. In this 33rd live session, I'll be covering a combination of primarily Veersmith levels, as well as levels that I find online. In order to submit your levels so I can play them, please enter their IDs in the live chat, but make sure not to submit more than 2 levels at a time, as I want to cover levels by different level authors. And if there are too many levels on a level queue, I will move your levels around a bit, especially if I already covered one by you earlier. And the levels you can submit can be either made by you or someone else. In order to check the queue, go over here. So I'll be starting off with this stage. Focus on what you can do and strengthen what you lack by Heavy Elite, with 11 plays and a score of 0. Well, thank you, selection. Let's try this again. So, welcome to the stream, YouTube Social HD2, CMB Fox, Buster, Kroby, Gravity Beetle, YouTube Social HD2, Daibuman, Gokuless, Zachary, Jedok, Leonardo, Lipatio, and all the lurkers. As well as Fluffy. Oh, there's some crickets in the background. That's all. The first 2 levels actually have some NSF file replacements, so I'll be silent for a moment. Welcome, Eduardo. No open yet, just have to rely on my shield. Yeah, Fuse Man. Just a game of deflection, that's all. I know, Daibuman. Out of all aspects Mega Man 11 did right, the music was one of the weakest parts. Any plans for Labor Day? Well, I may have an extra stream, I'm not sure though. Perhaps I'll do Android Attack for Mega Man Maker. No, it hasn't been released yet. Just another preview was released yesterday about the firewall. So glad there'd be a formal confirmation of Mega Man 10 for Mega Man 11 assets, excuse me. To the next boss battle. Well, this was easy. Oh, that's neat. Is it going to be used on other screens, though? Indeed, Jedok, that was never present in Mega Man 11, a vertical version. I know Mega Man Maker tries to stick more towards the classic series, but not really add new things outside of, for example, weapon capsules and keys. We'll always have a major new feature that's new to the series, somewhat. But this is definitely a change. One that I welcome. Oh no. Well, I crashed the game. Let me show you something. Okay. Let's abort. Good game. Alright, be right back in a moment. This is a hard crash, by the way. I get Mega Man Maker.exe is not responding. Oops. I didn't think the level was that bad, but apparently Flame Man couldn't take the hurt to his ego for defeating him, so he just decided to crash the entire game. I'm just gonna open it up in the level editor to prevent another issue. Yeah, I like all teams. Well, maybe except Spike's. Let's see, I defeated him, so what happens when I defeat him? Okay, he gives the atomic fire. I'm a bit afraid to try defeating him again, so I'm just gonna plonk Mega Man down somewhere else. There we go. And here we are again. Don't worry, I'll put in timestamps to skip the error. I'm not even sure how we got the weapon capsule out of index error, of all things. But enough of that. Even though the level layout is copy-pasted, I mean the general layout, at least the challenges aren't. I get the feeling he did something out of order here. I need to be his base. Seriously, the engine keeps eating up my dashes, or rather double jumps, and turns them into... Bye, hot dog. Oh, wait a minute. Silly me. I forgot I actually have access to one other weapon in the game. See, thanks for pointing it out, Zachary and Kroby. What I'm supposed to put here is both the atomic fire and the tornado hold. I thought I'd lose access to tornado hold somewhere. Upper ceiling. They won't, Zachary. Most likely they'll only add the power gear via the charge shot, that's all. First, I have to see your other Discord server. Feel free to invite me to it, though. The time flash level is right after this one. This was not intended to be this difficult. No, this is not my level. This is Heavy Elite's level. Oh, Proto Strike. I don't know. You haven't played my 48-hour level yet. I'll have a lot to say about that when, if 48 Hour eventually comes out. At this rate, it'll come out after Magmal Tree, despite it having all the levels by this point, even before Magmal Tree even opened up its level selection, or level submissions. Seriously, 48 Hour is progressing sluggishly. Perhaps they will, who knows. Maybe they'll just skip the Power Gear forms. And down goes Sparkman and the double Magnet Men. I couldn't really find another remix, so please submit it if you can find one. And thanks for the submission, Rojolt. This was harder than it was supposed to be due to the bugs, but at most I'd say it was okay. At this point I'm pretty sure Torch Channel will be added. There's so many hints and whatnot. Second up is Time Flash Factory, also by Heavy Lead, with 22 plays and a score of 4. Welcome to the stream, Mega Man 2407. Glad you could make it. As well as Mondream 2002. You just missed the first stage, which was more glitchy than it was supposed to be. More NSFR replacements. Yeah, I'm not sure if Stingray's team works well with this stage. There's a lot of stop-go over here. I'll add a galaxy. Let me just finish this stage. But I do like the idea of this stage, a lot more than the previous stage for sure. Though it seems rather easy until we get the Charge Man. Of course that can happen too. What did I get? Leaf Shield. Whoa, that was a pretty fast deceleration. Guess I need one of them. Yeah, I didn't really consider Jittery Stingray stage to be bad. That was a fun level in Mega Man X4. Depends on the kind of boss. You sort of do, but you can't activate it at the same time. Well, you could do it at the same time with another weapon. I see. For Power Gear, you could just add charged versions of every Mega Man 11 weapon. I need the blocks above as well. So that's the trick here. See, this is what I need to do. Get it spawned again. And I need 2 of them. So what I need to do is get back up there. So let's do this again. It's becoming more of a puzzle level, but I get what they want of me. There is a Mega Man X Maker in production, by the way, Zachary. It's called Mega Man X++. There, I want both of them at the same time. Not like that though, but... I need to be careful not to crush myself, that's why I'm being so careful. Perfect. Not so perfect now. I wish the origin was a bit spaced differently to prevent issues like this. This is a 2A03 remix I found online. Will this work now? Nope, I need to knock off the bottom one first. Like so. That's what I was trying to do all this time. And now I've got it stuck because I need that too. This is harder than it looks. See, the whole issue is trying to get the two blocks at the same time without getting crushed and without despawning them, because the despawn radius is shorter than what I want it to be. It's this one room, which I don't think was intended to be this difficult. See, if I get too close to the edge, there's a chance Mega Man Maker will crush me against the block. So let's try and sit down. There we go, after about 4 minutes of flailing around, I did it. Definitely not supposed to be that difficult. And now Mega Man Maker decides to screw me up because it didn't even take my jump input. I was mashing it several times. Again, if you want to have a better time with Mega Man Maker, treat the entire game as a Kaizo game. Otherwise stuff like this can happen. Even some of the more annoying ROM hacks didn't have these sorts of issues. Now I know at least how to do this section, so hopefully I should be able to get it to the next try. It's not really collision detection now that I think about it. It's more input. Welcome to Stream Excalibur, glad you can make it. I'll eventually get past this stage, this is the second one I'm covering. Second try. If you're not fast enough, you'll get crushed against the ceiling. After this stage... No, don't worry, not 2 hours later. We're at the mini-boss. Next up is Leonardo Antonio stage. I get the idea of this boss battle, I just wish there was a checkpoint before it. Yoshiki, thank you. Imagine if I missed that one. That would be really embarrassing. Welcome to the stream, Enigmatics. Glad you could make it. The reason why it doesn't affect them is because weakness tables were set that way. See, I like some of the puzzles of the stage. I just wish the engine was a bit less unwieldy, so to speak. That one room was much harder than it was supposed to be or intended to be. Wily yet again. Crystal Man, can I drop him into the pit? If that's even a pit. It's done. I like this stage more than the previous one, but gosh, that one room was much harder than everything else in the stage, mainly because of positioning. That unfortunate death did not help matters either. Also, the musical track doesn't really fit with the stage aesthetics. This is much more stop-and-go stage, whereas Jet Stingray stage theme works a lot better for a fast stage, for example an oil slider level. And to Shaun Williams, I've added your levels. I'll cover at least one of them during tonight's stream. And I've added your level, KFCMan. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. Alright, I'm back. The next stage is Trash Man by KFCMan's Adventure, aka Leonardo Antonio. The third in their level series, which was started by Some Adventure and Yoshi 2019. And welcome to stream, Burner Boy. And also, as a response to Mega Man 2407, I know of the game Ability Quest. However, I probably won't cover it on my... Well, I may cover it on my channel, but I will not be able to get to the true final boss or final boss. That game is brutally hard. Unless you decide to play it on super easy, it's basically a Kaizo game. I already saw a full playthrough of it on Super Metal Sonic 360's channel. And I already know it's way above my skill level and patience level. See you later, Leonardo. Feel free to watch the VOD of this. Usually your levels are on the above par, or usually some of the better ones in the stream. And as a response to YouTube, the reason Leonardo gave me is that they want to finish all the levels in their series before uploading all of them. I hear force beams. Why are Thunderclaw... Oh yeah. For aesthetics. Never mind. I was going to ask why are Thunderclaw pulls here. More of these blocks. Kinda reminds me of Blockman stage. Could have put a secret there. Or an optional route. It is sort of based off of him, but the level design is a bit different. This is supposed to replicate the Crusher section. Although it's kinda tougher as I don't have a Mega Buster, I have to rely more on the arcing patterns of the Rolling Cutter. Which can actually make things a bit tougher too. That's why I have access to the charge kick and stuff. To make this section a lot easier. Well, not all the videos in that series, but several of them. And I did play the prototype freeware version. Back when it was a Flash game. Of course, to be immune against his own weapon. So Snake works wonders. And this is not actually the end of the stage. Easy button. Please put a checkpoint nearby. At least I won't die to a weak enemy now. There's a checkpoint. I'm not sure which boss is the toughest act. Well, Buster only I'd say Burner Man from Mega Man Base is one of the toughest ones. The fact that we have these platforms actually makes this section a lot easier. Sure, I'll check it out, Papyrus. Let me just finish off this stage, then I'll take a look. Elecman is actually pretty easy to cheese due to an AI quirk, aka an AI exploit. Yeah, I watched that video by Rome. That was pretty funny. Oops, that's bad. Yeah, force beams. That's why you gotta be quick there. Could be worse. These could have been some other type of platform. Sadly, couldn't grab onto the ladder. Yeah, I know exactly what it is. Just enter the boss room and continuously fire at him, that's all. Do that repeatedly and he'll just keep walking forward to you and never use one of his attacks. I need to actually do it when it's going back down. This is looking to be tougher than I thought. Oh, if we go into the X series, we get other examples of really tough Roadmasters. I mean bosses. Down we go. What's going to be part of Legacy Collection Tree anyways? I know there's a Zero and Advent collection coming out soon. I don't know what happened there, that didn't look fair at all. We're out of here. That was tougher than it was supposed to be. Seriously, I think having the rolling cutter here is one of the worst outside the junk block sections. I wish I had a straightforward firing weapon. Just want that for extra insurance. On to boss. Out of the 3 levels submitted by Leonardo Antonio recently, this is easily the hardest one. Perhaps that'll be next, Zachary. Star Force and that. Oh, Yellow Devil. This reminds me of one of Buster's stages, actually. And we're done. Well, I guess your devil has decided to take up residence in this stage instead. Still a fun level, but rather difficult. Let me see. Yeah, I see your file, Papyrus, but it's just an NSF file. You want me to replace it with something? Anyways, let's move on to the next stage. I'll replace it when I get to the Galaxy Man's level. I'll replace it when I get to Galaxy Man's stage. Or you. Board up is B Rush Easy by Lipatio with 44 plays and a score of 12. This is the easier version of B Rush stage, which I had some issues with during the Saturday evening stream, last Saturday evening. Oof, I got stuck at halfway in the middle due to a difficulty spike. Well, hopefully I'll be able to complete this one. That was mislabeled as being a normal level. Well, Rockman X Dive has some RPG elements, it seems, with the chips and the leveling system. But we'll have to see how... I think it's just going to be like an action platformer shooter, just like the Mega Man X series, but with some RPG elements added in. Probably 2.5... It could be 2.5D, because Mega Man X8 was 2.5D. They're probably testing the waters of the Rockman X Dive. Excuse me, the Mega Man X Dive. And depending on its popularity, that'll determine when X9 comes out. They'll probably announce it after the Zero Collection is released. Into the hive we go. Dive boomin'. Nah, even if it's as long as that, it's not as bad as that because you don't have loading screens for everything. Here comes the hard part. Well, after this. This is done so we can't just spam it. These rooms, I mean. Excuse me. Sorry for the minor interruption there. Windows decided to play around with my controls, or rather take control from my controls. Essentially, I have to get to the end and damage boost. And with this, I can now pass the last damage gate, because there are exactly 4 yellow force beams. And yes, I can now use it twice, so if necessary I can cancel it and reactivate it if it gets too close. These challenges are definitely a lot easier. Before, there used to be some spines. Here's me reactivating it because I screwed up a bit. Before, some of those tops actually moved to the left. Now this feels like a normal stage. I wouldn't exactly qualify this as easy. I qualify this more as norm easy. Downward time. Definitely screwed this one up. Yeah, straightforward enough. It's a lot more fun. The hardest part is coming up next, where we have the upwards climb. Ah, where's the power-up? There it is. Oh my goodness, the difficulty was hugely nerfed. Before, it was a lot more painful climb upwards because you had to jump between the different sides of the platforms, and you had the Sparkman platforms. But here, it's a nice elevator upwards on top of the spinning top. Perhaps a bit too easy, but no longer a difficulty spike. So thank you, Lipatio. Essentially, each room focuses on a harder variation of the same challenge. And we need to have the same room so we can drain our weapon energy down to 2 or 4 ticks. Otherwise, it's really easy to cheese this. Also, don't do what I did there. That's why I keep a list of all the levels I play on this channel, Jedok. No, they were green before. got the pattern completely wrong because it's been changed up too, I think. Even this well, the rest of the stage is easier, so... Like Gokuless said, it's kinda like the child version, but... Hey, for lesser skilled players, it's more doable, while still maintaining the main vision behind the stage. Only for those small pickups. Hopefully I won't Lipatio. This stage has a better difficulty curve. This difficulty... So I need to have enough life energy and have the key. That's the end of the stage. I'd give this stage a thumbs up. Now I need to make sure he destroys the blocks and drop them down. Or rather, I have to hit him this way, make sure not to destroy my own ground. Pretty easy boss battle, but then again, on hard mode, he's probably much harder. Can you submit your level again, Little Mac? It may have been on the list, but somehow it didn't get added on the Google side. Let me see. Short quest with some weapons, I see. Alright. Yeah, I see what the problem is. Do you see it now on the queue, Little Mac? No, I was talking to Little Mac. You haven't submitted a level, Gokuless. Unless I overlooked it. Fifth up is an Airborne Arial with Charge Man. With 8 plays and a score of -1. This was submitted by... Kroby. Let's try it again. I'll take a look at the other ones as well. Oh, So that's how you do it. Please come back, Charge Man. Thank you. And we're done. I know there was a stage I played before like this about a year ago, but I think there may have been an ID error because this stage just existed. Let me take a look at something. Yeah, I already did this level by Kroby, so... And this level wasn't found, so I guess this was the level they submitted. Well, okay, that stage just existed. Sixth up is Weapon Capsule Relay Mega Man 10 Edition by YouTube Social HD2 with 27 plays and a score of 1. Added Gokuless. Kind of an older stage, but might as well show it off. They're added, they're in the MISC section. I'll be doing them tonight. I'll at least do one of them tonight. How long are those stages, Shaun, by the way? Just want to make sure. Whenever I see this tile set, especially the ground, I keep thinking of gingerbread. Or graham crackers. Especially when combined with the ice. Or ice cream, like ice cream sandwiches with the wafers. Whoops! I thought I could break out of the slide, but... should have known. Mega Man Maker is designed to be more antsy today. Sure, I'll add it after the stage. Should have been more cautious, ever since what happened during the first two stages. Was Mega Gold ever finished, or was it just a joke game with just one stage? For tomorrow's stream, I'll be covering the fan games Hard at 2 and then Mega Man Day in the Limelight 1. Oh, just one. Darn, I was hoping for the parody to be finished. Illusions aren't the worst part of the stage. They're relatively It's more like they have a cameo appearance here. Yep, first Hard at 2, then Day in the Limelight 1. Certainly this stage feels higher effort than your usual efforts, YouTube. For one, we have more variation in gimmicks. And if I have enough time right after that, I have a small surprise for you viewers in terms of the fan game I'll play next. That is assuming I have enough time for tomorrow. If not, it'll be next week. Or Monday, depending on how it works. Alrighty then. If not, I'll just play another game of the Mega Man Battle Royale on Monday. Drill Bomb Data. Easy, one of my favorite. Speaking of which, definitely higher effort, but I still say it's okay. Alright Shaun, how about this? I'll cover part 1 during the day stream like you asked, and part 2 during the night stream. Let me just add it in. And welcome to the stream, Pretty Lucky P. Glad you could make it. Yeah, Wheelcutter is also one of my favorite utility weapons across the entire series. 7th up is Dance Woman by Jedok74, with 34 plays and a score of 8. Once I complete the secret fan game, either tomorrow or next week, I'll go back to playing ROM hacks again. I'm going to be playing first Mega Man Ultra, then perhaps a Mega Man 3 ROM hack, but we'll see. And then after that, I'll finally get to Mega Man CX. I've been putting it off for long enough. I already completed your level, Kroby, the one you submitted. I completed the level you submitted, the first ID you submitted about several parts ago, several dozen, and the second one I just finished. Don't worry, it'll probably cover at the end of the stream, part 1 that is. You know what, let's give Proto Man more time to shine. Knowing my luck, Cutman will not be the toughest boss. But who knows? At the very least, make it decent, Zachary. That should be your first goal. Welcome to the stream, John Coates. Glad you can make it. Submit your level IDs either in the live chat, Discord, but please no more than 2 more, and make sure I haven't covered it already by checking the all levels covered list. This setup looks a bit familiar. I guess this stage takes place in a dance studio then. But I can't shake the feeling that I played this stage before. Or at least part of it seems familiar. Thank you, John. If I can't play it during this stream, I'll play it during tonight's stream. Sure, Buster. I don't mind doing that. I've done LPs of demos before. See, for example, Queen's Revenge 2. Double Toad Man. I'll just stick to the Buster. If I do, I'll play them during tonight's stream, Buster. Well, we'll see. I get the feeling Dance Woman's weak to the hard knuckle. True. I had to be a bit more careful there so to make sure that both of them jumped at the same time, otherwise I'd damage one of them and the other one would use Acid Rain. Then I'd be in trouble. This ladder is hard to see from the background. You want to make it more distinct. I don't know, Zachary. There are no indications when it's gonna come out, other than later. Here we are, Dance Woman, or in this case, Top Man. But by himself, so... well, this is gonna be a cakewalk. Of course, this be his weakness. Nothing more to say about this. Aid Up is Short Quest with Some Weapons by Little Mac. with 46 plays and a score of 14. After the mech is rod-jolted, then I'll take a quick break to replace the NSF file, then on to KFCMan, Gokuless, Shaun Williams, and Pretty Lucky P. And if I have some time remaining, I'll do Buster stages. Four choices. I want the Buster first. Sure, Kroby, but it'll be added to the end of the list. So each room is dedicated to the use of a different special weapon, and as we complete more of them, the doors are locked behind us. Nice way using the gravity doors like that. I mean the Astroman switches, my bad. Oops, I got this in the wrong order. Thank you. I kinda started the stream a bit flat-footed, seeing some of my incompetence and whatnot. Thank you. What I need to do is activate this one up there first. And then this, then I can reach this. And, oh, okay, so I have to blow up in that box. It is. Each section is focused on a different challenge on a different special weapon. Yeah, weapon blocks. So make sure to destroy all these blocks first. Yep, box stage. Wow. Well, checkpoint was right over here to prevent issues like that. Two down, two left to go. Next up is Time Slow. I was kind of hoping to block the laser, but then I realized it doesn't work that way. That section was a half or a third of the length I thought it would be. It should be longer. I know all of these are mini challenges, but this was so much easier than the previous one. I'm not sure why we need the time bombs either. I guess it's so that we can wait for these doors to come up. Because they add a lot of flexibility to some of the levels, especially time slow CMB. Now I can access the end of the stage. I still say that one of the sections, the Shadow Blade one, was notably harder than the rest. Grenade Man's fine, but kind of a plain way to end the stage, all things considered. This is just a plain old boss arena, and I don't have access to charge shots either, or a weakness. Easy, perfect run. Pretty much, Buster. Now, if there was a variation with this challenge, adding some puzzles like the rest of the sections, I'd be okay. But here it's just... it doesn't feel like it meshes well with the rest of the stage. Mega Man is already powerful enough. Giving him double gear would exactly what Buster says. Now, if we can apply to all different characters, then it's a different story. Ninth up is SMB 1-1 by BlackHedgehog with 46 plays and a score of 9. This was made by you, Jolt, so... are you the level designer of this? Ah, cut tiles. That's the level you submitted, isn't it? This is the level you submitted, Rajolt. Did you mistype the level ID, or did I copy it? Okay, let me do a quick check. Alright then, please resubmit the level ID just to make sure. I swear that's the level you submitted because I copied and pasted it from YouTube chat. Oh, I see the problem. You mixed 195 as 159. Well, now that I'm actually in this level, let me finish it, then I'll move on to your stage. To think that you get, by just shifting two of the numbers in the ID, you get an SMB recreation again, and a rather plain one at that. Now going on to the actual level made by Rajolt. Thank you, Mega Man Maker, for adding an extra 2. Back to schedule, Crystal Cavern of Crystal Men by Rajolt 2 with 7 plays and a score of 1. Now time for a stage that actually tries to do something different. Let me take a look at Mecha's website. This stage is only 44 screens long, but it has 12 bosses, 64 enemies, 33 spikes, and 4 checkpoints. In terms of size, this level isn't too big, but in terms of bosses, probably. I do like the aesthetics, shiny. When people say they have long stages, I expect more like 70 or 80 screens long, not 44. According to Mega's website, there are 12 bosses here. What do you mean, Papyrus? I hope I didn't forget something else. But that's gonna be for the next stage of Papyrus, not for this stage. I said I was gonna add it for KFCMan's level. That's why I said I was gonna take a break after this stage, so I could replace it. So far, this stage is decently constructed. Crystal Man yet again. Pretty much. Ice physics, underwater jumps, and spikes. My favorite trio. Somewhat clean, YouTube. True that is Crystal Man of the Crystal Cave. So you're right, Burner. Number 3. And each Crystal Man is stronger than the last one. This one isn't actually weak to the Buster. He takes just normal damage from it. Could be. But the stage doesn't seem long enough to have 12 bosses like that, so I guess we're gonna face off against multiple Crystal Men at once. Oh no. That could have gone badly. Spike drop section under the pipe. Whoa! Didn't see the spikes at the bottom. Usually in a spike drop section you don't have spikes waiting you at the bottom. Least favorite probably Ringman, but that's due to his difficulty. Now hold left here. That's kind of a jerk pit over there. Or just implement Gemini Man with his cloning pattern, but make it with more... But put the onus on the players to fix it, or the level designers. Crystal Man number 4. Where did the rest of them go? This one's just immune against the Mega Buster. Time to test out weaknesses. He's weak to his own weapon. Number 5. Oh no, this is a gauntlet, isn't it? Each of them is weak to a different weapon. At least I can use the Mega Buster for this one. So close. That's why we get all these weapon pickups. Good design though. Well, this is number 4, so 8 probably. Only issue is I can't distinguish my own crystal eye from his. Is this it? This is number 7? Nope. Okay, here's the remaining 6. Down they all go. Well, the last stage they had about the landmine cave, that was decent, at the very least. That was a funny way to end off the stage. GG. Definitely one of the more honorable mentions of the episode. Dance Woman would be my favorite level of the episode so far. Alright, be right back in a moment. And we're back. 11th up is Thunderclaw Catch by Cutman 2.0 with 147 plays and a score of 44. This level was submitted by KFCMan64, and yes, I replaced the Mega Man 6 Wily NSF file with the one you provided. And in order down the other stage you have. Thank you, Kirby, or Kirky. See you later, Mega Man 2407. Have a good day. So another gimmick stage focusing on the Thunderclaw, mainly its swinging properties. The stage. I didn't replace the boss version, I just replaced the stage version. It was pretty obvious based off the file name. Strange delay in the bombs exploding. Well, he got me that way by changing the delay. So props to Grenade Man. Thunderclaw is actually one of the best weapons in Mega Man Maker right now, especially when you spam it up close. I never expected to be such a great DPS weapon. I mean, just look at it. On the flip side, I thought the Flame Sword would be a lot better, but not as much as I expected it to be. Not to mention I can actually hit enemies behind their shields by hitting them with the electricity part, which this battle perfectly demonstrates. Got it, Shaun. This was a fun level, albeit a bit easy. 12th up is Cutman Forgot About the Broken Water Barrage by Gokuless, with 124 plays and a score of 34. Of note is that this stage was submitted over a year ago, so probably was made during version 1.2. Based on the title, I didn't expect it to be a serious level. And that's me not paying attention to the stage and paying attention to the chat. Pretty much. Cutman stage, but flooded. Still more creative than many of the cut tile stages, to be honest. See ya, Zachary. Glad you could make it for this one. Rehydrated? More like hydrated, because it wasn't hydrated in the first place. True that, it's one of the older stages in the game. And it's not the most blatant copy anyways. I mean, if we had SMB 1-1 but flooded, I'd like the stage more too. Or if this entire stage was rotated 90 degrees. That worked too. Got a Kroby, I'll add it after I complete this stage. Okay, so that's his weakness. I was hoping to sneak by, but Cutman decided not to play with me. Play along with me, that is. I mean, there is Super Metroid rotated 90 degrees to the left or right, and that changed how you played the game entirely. A lot more wall jumps. That worked too, Omega Neo. I know someone did that in Super Mario Maker 2. Rotated world at 1-1 90 degrees. That was amazing. Time for our difficult level. Quantum Leap, Time Travel Part 1, Reboot, 1.5 Hard Proto Man by Shaun Williams, with 4 plays and a score of 1. This is essentially a stage where we go through mini sections of several of Shaun Williams' previous stages. The original stage I played of this was... I liked Part 2 a lot more than Part 1 because some of the stage vignettes were a lot tougher than they should have been. Or better yet, what about Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels 1-1 Outer Water? That 1-1 doesn't get enough love, to be quite honest. See ya, Shaun. Make sure to catch up on the VODs. Or heck, why not Super Mario Bros. 3 1-1? Upside down would work too. I'll probably cover 2 more stages after this one, but we'll see. This stage is 53 screens long, has 5 bosses, 26 checkpoints, 152 enemies, 137 spikes approximately, and 10 refillers. Here's the stage map in case you're wondering. That's the spirit. Let's do it. I'll take a look at Game Idea Guy once I finish this stage in 15 minutes. So let me just copy this down quickly, in case YouTube decides to delete that. I need a key to get out of here, so down we go. Seven keys, let's do this. This is where the quote-unquote fun begins. This was a lot harder before the Sniper Joe shield changes were added. This is so much better designed now. The gaps are a lot more doable. Should have known that would happen. This will have spam sections, Daibumin, if you've seen the original version of this. For most of Shaun Williams levels, the best option is damage boosting. Learning where to damage boost and how to conserve your health. And learning to slide jump properly. And mistiming. Bye, burner. See, I keep thinking See, I'm trying to compensate for the engine's randomness. That also results in these issues. There we go, that's what I wanted to do. That's what I hate about this. Sometimes slide jumping off of it, jump doesn't work. And today the engine's acting up more too. That's why I don't like to do these sorts of jumps. They're too inconsistent here. If only this was designed better. See, I like this game, but I just wish it was... I complain because I want it to be better. Because I know the Mega Mix engine, the Magwell 2 engine fixed these issues. Did it too early. This is not supposed to be the hardest part of the stage, but blame the engine. Ruins the stage. I know, but this wouldn't be as difficult if the engine decided to always be consistent. Even tree gap wide things can be a bit wonky at times. I'm almost there. Enough of my complaining. And I blame the engine for randomly deciding to... Yeah, just forget it. Welcome to the stream, Leslie. Or Lizzie. Glad you can make it. Made it. Again, this is not supposed to be the toughest part of the stage. This is supposed to be the easiest, but... you know. Alright, time for the cut section. This is actually supposed to be the hardest part. This is actually the way to cheese the stage, by the way. This is actually a reference to one of the earlier stages I played in the game, so... Now let's go through the stage normally. And if you're wondering how we were supposed to know that, it's a meta joke. Now let's do the rest of the stage properly. If you watch my LP series enough, you'll know what that part is referencing. True Panda. Kind of wish there was less of them, considering the issues I outlined. While this stage loads up again, I'll check out the other stuff. Nope, I haven't played your level to Savage Lands yet, so it's being added. I knew this stage would be difficult, but not this way. But yeah, I totally expect the firewall to be added in many Kaiser levels following 1.6, combined with whatever other gimmick gets added. Yeah, music changer, very pleased, especially for the bigger stages. We can have different boss teams, might as well have different stage teams. I don't want to hear the same music track throughout the game. Throughout a level. Yeah, tell her that feel free to submit levels. I'm open to covering more of them. There we go. Now let's do the stage the way we're supposed to, quote unquote. Prepare to take some unavoidable damage here. And checkpoint. Which Magmal boss will come first, though? Should have known that'd happen. But there's probably a secret there. Nope. Just for triple keys, fine with me. Not sure I survived that one. Something's up there. Wow, deals that much damage when I take double damage. Oh, gotcha. Oh, that's why it just nukes more than half my health. Thanks, game. You're actually being very generous for once. Should have rushed forward. Yeah, these... Just wait for the Yoko blocks to spawn in. Blocky is certainly doing his job. If I was playing as regular Mega Man, not too bad, but with Proto Man and his super fragile armor... I was meaning to do a little tap. That's my bad, not the engine. Don't blame that. Still, this section is so much better than the first version of time travel. No ID, okay, I'll look for that. Hi, Cutman. One down, two left to go. Concrete Man. Oh no. Not a good start already. And I get the Ice Slasher, so let's get out of here. And it sends me all the way back here. That's different. So that's how I get the time slow again. Nice detour. If I have time, I'll get around to playing your level, Destando, if I can figure out where it is. I'll rearrange some of the orders of the levels because I already covered levels by a few authors. Yeah, I can't do this. I need to reset this. How many levels? That'll be tonight, Buster. I won't be able to cover it in this stream. Keep forgetting how fragile Proto is here. I mean, already there's 17 levels on the queue, so... Plus, if I do decide to cover your stage, I'll only be able to cover one of them. So, for tonight. I prefer to have the level ID, but if you don't have it, I'll just search it out. See if I can find it. I remember this too. All these sections feel familiar, but take my word for it, these still are a lot better than the originals. By a long shot. Hi, Bomb Man. So close. Didn't tap correctly and the spines are extremely damaging. One more. Please get out, Bomb Man. Thank you. Of course, it's on the worst side. You should have... well, not should have. The most dangerous part of this battle are the spines, not Bomb Man. We're in. We're out of here. I meant... okay. Sometimes I wish I was playing as regular old Mega Man. Mainly because the amount of damage I deal doesn't really match up with the amount of damage I take, and considering how clustered everything is, well, you get the idea. That's it, I'm using a tank. Make my life a lot easier. Wow. Thank you, engine, for not even breaking me out of the slide. Sheesh. The engine really doesn't want me to win today. Yeah, I did Papyrus. I'll add it after I complete this stage. Once again, I could have done this earlier if this was more stable. And the gyres didn't exist. And we're out of here again. That was harder than it was one of the hardest parts of the original stage, but that's because of gyres and, like before, engine issues. Good thing I have the optional time slow weapon. Ice physics. There's so many things that irk me about Mega Man Maker and make me want to play this game less. I wish many of these issues were resolved so much earlier, but sadly they aren't. The ice physics, controls... well, ice physics are more your mileage may vary and all that. Thank you, Kroby. Still get hit by the one enemy which I hate the most. Jaris are easily one of my least favorite enemies in the game, even though I like how I like their capabilities. The issue is how much damage they deal relative to everything else. And why can you get knocked off to the other screens? Even the classic games don't do this. Let me guess, wait for the Yoko blocks or damage boost. I'll try damage boosting this time, if I get the capability to. And I'm in. It's not Troll, it's Kaizo. Well, the Kaizo... the Troll part is more of the engine, because... well, you get the idea. I could go to the right or go to the left. Let's go to the right first. I have the key for it after all. And I know what your weakness is. Thanks for pointing it out. Alright, I don't actually... well, I do. Never mind. Actually, that isn't your weakness. Oh. Not over yet. That was just for this, which is the boss's weakness, I think. Hence why I don't like, well, why I wanted a different shield-based weapon. At least I still have my Firestorm. I could try using the Proto Coil, but it's too risky. That's what I wanted to do all this time. Remember, by this point, the time slow is actually optional. So keep that in mind when talking about the difficulty. Hi, S-Man. Hi, Yafu. Hi, being immune to everything I throw at you. Except this, of course. And get pulled right into the spike. Double kill. Yafus are also one of my least favorite enemies in the game due to how inconsistent they are. This time I'm the victor. So that was the end of Time Travel Part 1. Definitely my least favorite of the two, but this design was still better than the original, though it suffers from sort of a reverse difficulty curve. But enough of that. So I'm now entering in all the levels. Yeah, it took almost 30 minutes to complete the stage. Sheesh. Now let's see if I can find that stage. It was Testando Poderes y Pequendo. Okay, let me see if I can also find it based off of the English name. Game? Okay. Thank you for not cooperating. Even Mecha's web server isn't this unstable. Frankly, I think they should just hire Mecha as part of it. I can't find the level. I tried looking at Mecha's website and this one, but I don't find a match for this level name. Sorry, Leslie. If you can find the ID, then I'll be able to search it. I'll be able to seek it down properly. Anyways, while that's being solved out, 14th up is Duality Man by Zhou, with 14 plays and a score of 2. Could be that as well. But in that case, they need to submit the MMLF file to me directly, either through Discord or here. Iced Over and Forest. Hopefully this should be more of a breeder level. Seems like every screen switches teams, from ice to forest to ice and back. The easiest method for me to play a level is to just upload it and I'll get the ID. It's a lot easier than sending me the MMLF file. MMLV file, I mean. And when you look at that, blood spikes. And now the two teams are being mixed together. Oh darn. They probably don't have an account in Mega Man Maker either. I'm guessing it's the latter. There are quite a few super young viewers who like to watch Mega Man Maker streams. Unfortunately, that means there's no easy way to explain to them how to set it up without saying to create an account. Sorry, Leslie. Because if you don't know where Mega Man Maker saves his files, it's also a bit of annoying to get it. A bit of annoying to upload the level. This was an okay or decent stage that existed, not too painful. Nice breeder level. Fifteenth up is Speedman stage by Itankille with 52 plays and a score of 6. This stage was submitted by Kroby. Now this would be a more appropriate stage to use Jet Stingray stage team. Gotta go fast and gotta go die now. Wait a minute. There we go, saved. And failed. I knew it could clip up there, but apparently it wasn't high enough for that. So, sort of, but a lot more fair, I guess. Yep, this stage is fast from the very start. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Even has the fan fiends to make it even faster. Not good. I don't think I can clip up there, so let's do it again. Definitely tuning up the difficulty, but this is a trilling level, and all the deaths feel fair, I'd say. Probably should damage boost a bit more, though. This stage is short to the end, to the point, so definitely one of my more favorite stages of this stream. Nope, I haven't died, Boomin. I'm thinking of dedicating an extra stream for tomorrow evening to do that. Just like how last week I did the Fusion collab, I'm thinking tomorrow evening I'm gonna do that. I was hoping he wouldn't do that, but he was smart. I don't think so, the game idea guy. I'm mainly just gonna be playing more Mega Man Maker levels. If I'm going to play Mega Man Royale, I'll probably do it tomorrow evening. Will that be okay, game idea guy? Alright Leslie, in the next live stream, which is tonight, if you have the level ID, please provide it. This was a thrilling level, hard but fair, I'd say. Next up is Robot Rebellion Base Stage 3 Against the Limits by Kornor, with 31 plays and a score of 9. After this will be the Game Idea Guy stage, then I'll end off the stream. Yeah, during the first stream, Jedog, I'll be playing those, and during tomorrow's evening stream, I think I'll do Android Attack from Meme Guy. Good. First I'll do that, then if I have time, I'll end off the stream and restart it with the next one so I can segment it. There are some strange issues when switching between the graphical settings of those two games. I'll replace it for tonight's stream. Well, it depends on what team it is, but I'll take a look after I'm done with this stage. Obligatory illusions are a mistake, comment by Buster. I like Man, but with better graphics. And honestly a bit more interesting level design too. But yeah, this is like a like Man. I mean, that's exactly where the magnet beam was placed. That's a good question, Game Idea Guy. I do like how Legman's stage and this one are almost entirely vertical. Wasn't the Kornor's previous stage also, it took heavy inspiration from Fireman and Cutman's levels? I thought it did. Now we're in space. Gutsman's level. So each one of these base stages replicates the previous stage from Mega Man 1's history. This one is like Man and Gutsman. Though this is much easier than Gutsman's original one. This actually takes place in low gravity, and yet I fail again because I overestimated my jump. And no Guts lifts. You know what, let me just cheese it while we're at it. Why am I not losing any weapon energy? That doesn't seem right. I thought we constantly lose weapon energy when on top of the super arrow. Now back to Gutsman. Now back to Spike falling. Ah, gotcha. I thought that was a counterbalancing measure, but I suppose it makes the super arrow much better, much less situational to use. What fortress boss is this supposed to replicate, if it even is replicating something? Also, I just realized, each one of the 6 weapons I have access to and the super arrow are to replicate the 6 special weapons and the 1 utility I have in Mega Man 1. Liked it more than the last 2 ones. So the 17th and final level of this episode is Savage Lands by Panther35, with 6 plays and a score of 1. Even with all the setbacks and hurdles during the first half of the stream, as well as Shaun Williams' level, I managed to complete 17 levels during the stream, or going to at least. We'll see about that. I'm not waiting for any pit attackers to pop up randomly. Thanks for the heads up, I'm getting a bit paranoid after this set of previous stages. I already have in mind what my favorite stage of the episode is going to be in this Jedhog's level. Honorable mention, I have 2 of them in fact. The speed level and one other stage. Go here? Oh wait, I see. Oh, where's down? Oh, you mean this down, I see. Neat, so that's how you get on M2. Thank you for the heads up, really appreciate it. Thanks for pointing it out. Darn, nice hit. This section is actually pretty easy to cheese by doing that. So it is necessary in that sense. I suppose the new pad is coming up soon, the gap I can't cross normally. Hence why we need item 2. Yeah, so many dark roaches everywhere. I could skip you, but I don't want to risk it. Well, I guess I have no choice in this matter. Might as well be Roachman's stage now I think about it. You're right. Another split route. Well, guess we're going to the water then. Alright. That's one way of getting out. For a moment there, I thought I was gonna get insta-gibbed. Now there's a risk of getting insta-gibbed. Nice way of introducing that. Showing without telling. There are a lot of special levels you can make with the firewall gimmick. I'd be glad to play them, just rare to submit them. Not to mention whatever the super secret update, the new edition is going to be in 1.6, whatever it is. I see you up there. You know, this would be a nice place to test out your knowledge of Item 2, instead of using the Yoko blocks. But that's just my opinion. I hope it's a music changer or a new character. Well, a new character is a long shot. Then this is where the two routes link up with each other, I suppose. From the bottom and from the left. And Stone Man's here to ruin our day. Why is he so weak to the Buster? That wasn't really necessary. And when he can do stuff like that, and decide to exit the entire stage, he was so weak, he was so embarrassed, he decided to just teleport off. You know what? I actually have time for one more stage, so let's do it now. So the 18th and actual final... Well, one moment please. Oh wait, this is something else. Okay, back to here. So the 18th and actual final level is Mennonite Man by Super Mega 65 with 24 plays and a score of 2, aka Papyrus the Great. Yeah, it is. Papyrus also submitted to me another level, but I'll do that tonight. Or not, I may save it for its own episode. It's a huge boss rush level. Regardless, the boss was a bit too easy. Seriously, how long is this? Oh boy, this stage is 86 screens long. I mean, he decided to glitch out of the stage too. In case you want to take a look. I would preload these levels if I had their IDs earlier. Because frankly, the loading times seem to be CPU bound or something, and I'm running this game on a RAM disk too. Here we go, let's do this. True that game idea guy, you can see that from the map. Let's try it again, shall we? So I'll use item 2 up there. Good to know. That's what the stage is prodding me to do. And that's how we enter the tower. Wish the screen wasn't this bright red though. Kind of eye glaring. The 1.5 teleporter bug. Nice, I can use item 2 as a temporary free platform. Whoa, alright. I think I skipped part of the level, maybe just a few screens. Yeah, I broke the screen transitions a bit. By the way, did any of you take a look at the latest free offers on the Epic Games Store? I know this is kind of a tangent, but 2 of the offers there are quite significant. Some of the current ones. Long story short, both Celeste and Inside are free on the Epic Games Store. Of all the games to release there, I didn't expect them to release that of all things. Ah, gotcha, Dabuman. I will eventually LP Celeste on this channel, by the way. And having that as a free game just increases the chance of it coming soon. Sooner rather than later. Same with Super Meat Boy and The End Is Nigh. Considering how the rate of free games are going on the Epic Game Store, that may come true. In that case, it'll be a Let's Play too. Whoa, I thought this was actually a death pit and I accidentally went here. The End Is Nigh is gonna be free next week. %, oof. Especially when going through it as Bandage Girl and going through the Candyland, or is it the Bandage Factory? I forget the name of the secret post-game world. You can just open it up on the browser too, Game Idea Guy, and that's how I usually get my free offers. And to me, free is free, so if I don't have the game on Steam, might as well get it for the future. Yeah, that's the one, the Bandage Factory. I have heard so many testimonials of how nightmarishly difficult it is. No, I haven't, YouTube. When I play for this channel in a live stream, it'll be my first time. I did play the prototype. The one that was made in Pico 8. Hi, Random Frog. Sadly, I missed the hard knuckle somewhere, so I won't have the boss's weakness. I'm getting really near the end. That goes to show that even though this stage is 86 screens long, it really doesn't take that long to complete, all things considered. Especially compared to shorter stages. I just walked right through that block. See, for example, Heavy Elite's level being half the number of screens here, but it took twice as long to complete. I see that, Boomin. Now we're in the fortress itself, and so that's how you slow it down. Can I still maintain item 2? Nope. I know, right? Stripping me of my special weapons. Same game idea, but it's split between platforms. Well, if you want to fight like this, let's fight like this. I mean, this way is actually easier than using a base buster. And that ends this stage. Despite being over 80 screens long, it took a turret amount of time of a stage that's half the length of this one, the first stage of this episode. It was okay. An okay fortress stage. Felt like two of them glued together though. So that marks the end of this stream. Out of the 18 levels I covered during this stream, my favorite one would be JLox74's level Dance Woman, with honorable mentions going to Itankille's level, as well as one other stage which I'll get to in the description. So my next stream will be running in about 5 hours and 40 minutes and during that stream, I'll be covering several more Veersmith levels. Thanks for everyone for watching my stream, and sorry for all the issues at the beginning of the stream. See y'all later. Toodles!